those things, then shut me out. Got no clue what you have found. I'm a rose in thorns, but you cut me down. It's wrong, I can't make right. I love the bird below you, said myself that this is the last time. It's wrong, I can't make right. Slipping off in the moonlight when I knew the truth. I had myself for you. I know the truth. Oh no. I'm running away from the past I left behind. I'm looking for answers, but I'm blinded by the light. I'm lost in the music, can I stay here for the night? I promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of mind. Snowblind. your legs are standing still. It's like you're stuck in a nightmare, but you keep doing it for the thrill. Well, this is reality, you only live it once, so wake up from your dream. But just for tonight, let the lines get blurred, let your thoughts be free, let your thoughts be free. I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't My shadows dissolving in oceans deep. I'm getting swept off my feet and pulled into the fading tide. Come and save me, take me away, far from this place. Waves are crashing over my heart. I can't stop this feeling. I will be recovered before light from the winter sky. The moon is beginning to bring the tide, and all this time I've been trying to heal alone. Come and save me, take me away, far from this place. Waves are crashing over my heart. I can't stop this feeling. I will be recovered before take me to the ocean blue. Take me to the ocean blue. I've been keeping myself so busy, pushing out the misery, trying to find the peace in me. I wanna be, I wanna be, I wanna find myself, but again, it's always a phase. I wanted to stay, no you don't understand. I've been losing myself, I've been losing myself. I've been you gotta hear. My desires, they faded fast and then we tripped the wire. Too many times I told you I believe there is nothing left for me, left to see. It's impossible, I can't seem to let you go. I try to reach you. It's so difficult, I can't seem to let you know. I'm sorry, baby, gonna have to let you down. Gonna have to let you down. Gonna have to let you down. Out of love, how could I know we'd never be enough? We're always standing too far in between. Need to rearrange me. It's impossible, I can't seem to let you go. I try to reach you. It's so difficult, I can't seem to let you go. Gonna have to let you down.
5 seconds remaining. Team ban. The player is reconnected. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds. You're cutting this close. Fire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the ILG Cup Season 3 Dota 2 Minor. This tournament is brought to you by title sponsors Alienware, powered by Logitech G, associate sponsors Next Wave Multimedia and Kaspersky, GPU partners Galax, our energy drink partner Monster Energy, and our cafe partner for this minor in Pune is Havok Nation. Good afternoon, everybody. Today with you is going to be Flash. I'm your caster for today for this grand finals, and it is Team Secret versus Team Momos. Team Secret is at the Radiant side and Team Momo at the Dire. Let's see the picks and bans quickly. Team Secret banning out the Centaur, Sladar, and the Underlord. They've gone for those tanky bans and they've quickly picked their first pick as the Shadow Shaman. Very good control coming in from the Shadow Shaman. He has that Hex, Shackle, and he has that push with his Serpent Wards as well. And on the other hand, for Team Momo, they've banned out the Sand King, Mars, and Pangolier. Some very good meta heroes that have been banned, like the Mars and Pango. We know how devastating Pango can be, and you would not want to play against heroes like Mars and Pango.
5 seconds remaining.
And let's see what are the first two picks going to come out from Team Momo. They have so many heroes still there in the pool. The Earthshaker is there. They can also go for that Disruptor. Disruptor gives a lot of good crowd control with his AoE silence, kinetic field. We've not seen that much Disruptor play coming in this meta though, but they go for that Jakiro with that beautiful Ice Path, Flame Breath, Plus they have that liquid fire coming in, which they are able to push towers with that. So yeah, Jakiro, very good pick as well. They have so many supports in their pool. It all depends on the synergy and what draft they've thought about
Seconds remaining.
that they're going to play in this grand finals. A lot of money up for grabs. First place gets 17,000, second place gets 8,000, and also both the teams qualify for the qualifiers for the majors as well. So Team Momo going to pick up their second support.
Radiant
Let's see who's going to be. They go for the Tiny. I was hoping yesterday we had some Tiny games and finally we see Tiny coming in. Whereas Team Secret go for the Pudge, the 4th position roaming support Pudge. And we know Pudge previously in the olden metas where Pudge used to be that mid solo, but now Pudge is so diverse that you can play him as a roaming support. That person who is able to go roam around, get that hook, dismember one kill instantly, one person off that gank. So some good drafts coming in for both the teams, the Tiny and the Jakiro for Team Momo and Team Secret Pudge and Shadow Shaman. While Team Secret quickly go and ban out the Earth Shaker, wasting no time. While the other hand, Team Momo, they ban out the Brood Mother. For all of you guys just tuning in, quickly go grab that popcorn and get your Coke and some Monster so that you can enjoy this grand finals. It's a best of 3. This is game number 1. And Team Secret ban out that Lifestealer. We've seen a lot of Lifestealer games yesterday. 4 games, there were 6 games played in total, out of which 4 games had Lifestealers in it. So
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
looking at Team Momo, they have the 1 ban left. Heroes that can synergize with this Tiny. There is Death Prophet still open. There's the OD as well, right? And Tiny, someone who can just go get that blink, Ava toss, take one person out of the gank immediately. Someone like a support like a Shadow Shaman, all he requires is that Ava toss, maybe one shot over there. Plus he's very good at pushing as well. So coupled with the Tiny, maybe they can go for the IO. The IO is still there in the pool, but I don't think so they would want to pick the IO unless you have someone who's very mechanically gifted who can play that IO, because the new update with that Agnum Scepter with IO would really throw the opposition off guard. But yes, the IO is very viable in this draft, especially for that Tiny. And Tiny can also go mid solo with that, he can go mid with that IO.
Radiant team pick.
And instead they go for the Monkey King. So it's going to be a first position Monkey King over here for Team Momo. Again, a very good hero, someone who has a lot of mobility over the map, and with his talents as well, it gives him so much mobility, and he's someone who is like an anti-tank.
10 seconds remaining.
Now the only question is,
5 seconds remaining.
they have a lot of crowd control. Monkey King with his Wukong's command as well does so much AoE damage. They have the Jakiro with that ice path and also his ultimate Tiny Avatos. A lot of crowd control coming in for Team Momo, but they still need a hard carry. Monkey King, yes, he is someone who can carry the game late as well, but they still need someone, a very good versatile mid hero, maybe like an Ember, an OD, who can go make that plays for that Monkey King and Tiny, because Tiny, yes, he does require little farm, needs that blink, but till that blink comes online, they need a mid hero that can go roaming around, get those kills here and there, so that Team Secret is kept at bay. Now let's see what Team Secret respond with, and they respond with the Venomancer. This is interesting. We've not seen a Venomancer game in a very long time. And I'm really interested to see how they're going to play this Venomancer. Is it going to be a carry Venomancer, or is it going to be a 4th position Venomancer, and is this going to be a mid-pudge? You never know, this could be a mid-pudge as well. We did see yesterday a mid pudge being played,
10 seconds remaining.
and that pudge was quite successful, but eventually they did lose that game.
5 seconds remaining.
This could be an offlane Venomancer, where they have that push coming in from Shadow Shaman and Venomancer maxing his wards. They can push the lane. That slow, that ultimate, that DPS, that damage coming in from the Venomancer ultimate. Now Team Momo, they can maybe couple the Tiny with the Jakiro, or the Jakiro with the Monkey King. Tiny getting another support with him. That's the Rubik. And so it's going to be a 2-1-2. They're not going for the traditional 3-1-1 meta. They're going for the 2-1-2 play. And they can still pick up their mid. Their mid is still open right now. I was just watching a Death Prophet game and I realized how deadly a Death Prophet can be, especially in 18 minutes if he can get Agnum Scepter and that Refresher Orb. We see Juggernaut being picked up by Team Secret, so they pick their first position carry.
Radiant team banned.
So that Shadow Shaman, Venomancer and Juggernaut as a tri-lane is very scary. All it requires is that Shackle. After that Shackle, that slow form that Venomancer and Juggernaut spin can secure kills easily. So that's a deadly combo, and Pudge could be there mid solo and they can pick up their off-laner. They do ban the OD, and Arc Warden being banned out by Team Momo. Team Momo not underestimating their opponents. So they have studied the meta well, and they have banned out very crucial heroes that can cause a big dent in this grand finals for them. The Tinker still open though, and Team Momo can actually capitalize on that Tinker, because Tinker is someone who can, with that laser rocket, get that Shadow Shaman Venomancer off guard. March of the Machines can cause a lot of problems for that Juggernaut. I was thinking that Team Secret will ban out the Tinker instead of the OD, but right now, Team Momo, Tinker is a very good option for them.
Dire team pick.
Lena.
And Team Secret go for that Lena. Lena coming in with so much damage with that Laguna Blade, comes with the stun and her Dragon Salve. A lot of damage. Instant kill for Team Secret. So they have that AoE as well as, it's a mix of AoE as well as single target heroes as well, like the Pudge and the Lena.
Seconds remaining.
Now let's see what Team Momo. I really would want Team Momo to pick the Tinker up over here, because Tinker would cause some problems for the Lena as well, and they will not have someone who can, other than the Pudge, who can catch that Tinker and the Juggernaut's Omni Slash. But they go for the DK instead. So this is going to be a mid solo DK, and DK is with that change in the Agnum's upgrade, that fourth dragon form is going to be very interesting to see if Dragon Knight goes for that. So let's quickly introduce both the teams for you. On the Radiant side, we have Team Secret. Khan's playing the Shadow Shaman, Seb playing the Pudge, 1x2 playing the Juggernaut, Error playing Lena, and Lost playing the Venomancer. On the other hand, Team Momo, how about that, is playing the Jakiro. TY My Fans is playing the Tiny. Jiu Tomioka is playing the Rubik. Windwalker is playing the Dragon Knight. And last but not the least is ASL playing the Monkey King. If I had to choose, who would I go? Team Secret is going to be very aggressive in the early game with that Pudge and that Lena. But if it goes late game, this game would be in favor of Team Momo. So let's see. I don't know who to pick though. I hope this is a very interesting game, but I want to see some aggressive plays, and that's why maybe game number 1 I will give it to Team Secret. Let's ask my developer, or Monish, who would he put his money on, Monish? Even he's saying Team Secret, so okay, 2-0 to Team Secret. Let's see if our predictions come true. Venomancer, last match as Venomancer wins 6-13-27. A lot of pressure on Team Momo to make this win and prove us wrong. So let's see. So is the DK going mid as usual? Monkey King going in the safe lane with that Rubik. And Tiny going off lane alone. So it's looking like a tri lane only. It's going to be Jakiro, Rubik and that Monkey King in that tri lane. Now over here it's really important that they need to prioritize that farm on that Tiny as well. And Tiny's going to have some trouble with that Juggernaut. They have a lot of kill potential with that Juggernaut on that Tiny. All he needs to is land that spin and that avalanche toss can be evaded. Venomance is going in the off lane, so this is a 4th position Pudge.
They're all dead!
Quick pause coming in.
Boom! You know what's cooking? Boom! Chef!
Ladies and gentlemen, into game number 1. The energy is high. It's a Sunday afternoon. What better way to start our day with some action-packed Dota at the ILG Cup Season 3 Pune Minor at Havok Nation in Pune. If you guys are in Pune, you guys can head out to Havok Nation before this finals get over.
30 seconds to battle.
Pings being done. The Venomancer maybe wanting to go a bit aggressive. He does spot out the Rubik over there. Some blows being exchanged. Is the Pudge going to come? The Lina, they are baiting him over there. And the first low coming in with that rod. This should be equal to first blood if Lina can land that stun. It's not required though. There should be first blood onto that Rubik. Like I said, quite aggressive plays coming in. And that is what the Radiance team's full lineup is set. And this is what Team Momo has to be really careful of. DK missing his block as well over there. Lina really doesn't care though. Let's check what's happening in bot. It's Shadow Shaman taking some damage over there. They want to go and get that kill, but it's making so much space for that Juggernaut, and they are not realizing that. Tiny and Jakiro wasting a lot of time just to try to secure a kill on that Jakiro, but Jakiro lands the ice path over there. They might be able to get that kill onto the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman running away. This might just be the second blood though. Is he going to be able to land? Yes, the ice path. He tries to TP out over there, but nothing is going to save the Jakiro. He's trying so hard to run away. He's also used that heal. He should be able to survive this, and that is farm secured for that Juggernaut. You can see that the last hits is 1-0 for the Tiny compared to the Juggernaut 7-1, and that's what they wanted. Looking at mid, Lina with that stun and that shackle coming in by Shadow Shaman. Will they be able to secure the kill onto that DK though? DK being tanky. I'm sure he has taken, yes, he has taken Dragon's Blood 1 level. But Lina, she should get that Light Strike array pretty soon in 2 seconds. She should be able to secure this kill. Is she going to throw the Light Strike array? No, she doesn't. That stun quite far, not in range for her though. Maybe if she had the Dragon Salve instead. But DK is back to full health. Now Monkey King is going to have some trouble over here because Venomancer with that range will be able to harass quite a bit. On the other hand, going back, you see Tiny finally coming back up with his farm. He has those 8 creeps quickly. So things being quite neutral right now. The avalanche toss coming in on the Juggernaut. Also the ice path lands. A lot of damage being dealt on the Juggernaut though. Now this is what happens when the shaman is not there to babysit the Juggernaut in this lane, because that liquid fire is also there from Jakiro. He's taken one level of liquid fire, and you see on the top lane the Pudge takes a fall and that Monkey King gets the kill. And they are making the way on the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut used the defensive spin to go away. And on the other hand, Seb gets another kill on top. The Pudge quickly back into action. TP is quickly top, gets that kill onto that Rubik. Let's see what's happening for the DK and the Lina. Lina not able to do that much on the DK. DK will be able to hold his ground at this mid because he has that Dragon's Blood. He's taken 2 levels of it already, plus the first spell. And Shadow Shaman taking a fall at bot. Jakiro should be able to be taken down by the Juggernaut. Action happening everywhere on this map. See, Monkey King also brought down to so low health. The TP quickly coming in by Shadow Shaman, coming back into this lane. They might want to make a go onto that Tiny, but Tiny being that tanky, and the Jakiro back into this lane. Liquid fire harass being dealt onto the Juggernaut. Juggernaut going to have a tough time in this lane over here. Let's see, is there action coming up? Let's see which rune. The rune that comes up is the Arcane rune. Monkey King being zoned out quite a bit by that Venomancer and that Pudge. Pudge keeping him away and doing his job perfectly, but the problem is the DK is getting quite decent farm. He's got the Soul Ring as well, and now this is becoming problematic for that Lina. You can see DK trying to tower dive over there onto that Lina. Lina hits level 5. Lina doesn't have mana though, and DK realizes that, and that is why he is tower diving. On the other hand, we see another takedown. The Shadow Shaman taking a fall, but a beautiful toss by Tiny coming on onto that Jakiro. And Juggernaut might take a fall over here, but he has the healing ward, so he should be able to survive. And again, so much action happening everywhere on the map. Monkey King gets a kill on the Venomancer. Pudge left Venomancer for a little while, and Monkey King capitalizes on that. They are going to use the Shrine and get back into lane. Juggernaut back on top of things in this lane though. However, does not have that much mana. He has 1 mana for the Blade Fury. He's taken 3 levels of Blade Fury over there. Are they going to chase him over here? Yes, they're planning to. He saw the avalanche toss coming in, but now he has to defensively fall back, use that Blade Fury, and this time they might chase him. The Ice Path does not connect though. And Lina and DK are having a fight over here for themselves. The Light Strike array does not have mana for the Laguna Blade, and DK hasn't taken his Elder form yet. But he uses his first spell and kills the Lina. He gets that haste rune, spots Lina over there. Action happening everywhere on this map. 5-3, 6 minutes into this game, 8 kills already. Juggernaut chasing that Tiny. This time they want to go on that Jakiro. The Hex being used, the spin as well. Are they going to be able to get that kill? No, a beautiful Ice Path landed correctly, but they might just turn around onto that Jakiro, though the toss also coming onto him. And this should be the fall of Jakiro, but no, he does survive over there. Uses the healing salve. And on the other hand, on top, some action. Venomancer and the Pudge. Pudge gets that kill at mid on the DK. A lot of action happening everywhere on this map. Game number 1. Action-packed game number 1. Let's see what the Venomancer has. Venomancer still not picked up his boots though. Pudge is at level 5. though he's the roaming support. So Venomancer having a little tough time against that Monkey King in lane. The Light Strike array hitting. With that Dragon Salve, the Pudge trying for that hook onto the DK, but DK is sitting at level 7. Jakiro also coming in. Jakiro may be in a bad position though. The Light Strike array straight onto the Jakiro and the Dragon Form being used. The TP coming in by Shadow Shaman, coming to save his teammate. They just let go of that Pudge though. A 2-for-1 trade. Shadow Shaman should make this fall back. And again action happening on top as well. Venomancer may be cornered over here. He is at level 5, but he goes away from the trees.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Invisibility.
And Venomancer again onto that Monkey King. He uses his first spell, the Dismember onto the Rubik. Rubik is going to take a fall over here, but the Avalanche Toss coming in. Pudge is going to fall, but the ultimate used by the Venomancer. Veena waiting for that stun, uses it, doesn't have mana for the Laguna Blade. Laguna Blade was on cooldown anyways, uses the Light Strike array and secures that kill.
Humiliation.
But space created for that Juggernaut. He has his phase boots ready. Is he going to go for the Battle Fury? That's the question. No, he's going for the drums, so maybe he'll go for the drums into that Manta, into the Diffusal Blade.
Radiant's middle tower is taking a drubbing.
So that DK sitting at level 8. He has his Elder Form coming up in 22 seconds. Pings coming in on that Venomancer. The stun also coming in by the Monkey King. They should be able to. That slow coming in, but just another hit. Rubik, is he going to take the kill? Yes, he is. He thought he'll give it to the Monkey King there, but he's like, okay, that slow is there on the Monkey King. Let me secure that kill. We can see Pudge and Shadow Shaman getting ready to try and get that kill onto the DK, but DK spotting that out. Veena trying to go for the dual Scepter of Divinity.
Radiant's top tower
Monkey
is
King
under
has the
attack.
Boundless Strike ready. He's taken 2 levels of Jingu Mastery, so that should help him. And there's so much action happening in bot. They get that kill on the Jakiro and the Tiny. Now DK, they're pinging the DK. They want the kill on DK. The smoke fading away. But is DK going to chase the Pudge? The hook coming in, but no.
Normally.
Let's see where Monkey King has progressed. He's gone for the treads. The Monkey King really needs to spring back into action. He needs to get that farm quickly. I thought he might want to go for the face boots here, but he's gone for the treads instead. Should go for that Echo Saber and start coming into ganks. Maybe make some plays for the Dire side. But right now you see the Radiant. They know that their game is a mid-game lineup, and they would want to finish this game early. They will not want to take this game into the late game because they know heroes like DK, Monkey King and the Tiny will cause a lot of problems for them late game, especially with those new Agnum upgrades. The Juggernaut, he's going to fall back. He should fall back. The Avalanche Toss coming in, but the hook onto that Jakiro with that Dismember. Rubik stealing that Dismember. Is he going to go and try the Dismember though? No, but DK also comes into the action. The Light Strike array. He hasn't used the Laguna yet. He is thinking who to use it on. Is he going to use it? He uses it on the Tiny, but Tiny does not die. Finally, Tiny takes a fall. The Dismember being used by the Rubik. Stolen on the Pudge and Venomancer with that ultimate. DK is also going to take a fall over here. 3-for-1 trade. The Juggernaut for the DK, Tiny and that Rubik. So this is what the Radiant team is good for. They have so many spells. All they need to do is have that 4 to 5 man there in every gank.
Radiant's top tower is under
Some good steals coming in by that Rubik though. He tried to make some plays happen, but eventually the DK did not survive. Nor did that Tiny. That Laguna Blade and that Light Strike are helping to secure that kill in bot for the Lina. Lina very close to her use, but instead it looks like she's... Oh, the beautiful hook coming in by Pudge on that Jakiro. They use the Dismember as well and they secure that kill. Juggernaut, he has his drums going in for that Yasha. Now you can see the problem in the dire side is they're all grouping up and do not know what to do. They're all playing separately. They need to start thinking, maybe use those smoke ganks. Try and pick off that Juggernaut one at a time. They're going to make the way on the Juggernaut, but Juggernaut uses that spin to get out of that. Let's see the Monkey King. Oh, that beautiful Dismember coming in onto the Tiny. He got hooked by that Pudge. Pudge making his presence felt everywhere on the map. Some beautiful plays coming in by Pudge. This is why people fear the 4th position Pudge. Let's see how many levels of Flesh Heap. 12 levels of Flesh Heap already. 12 stats. And the DK. He's still making his drums. He would want that Shadow Blade also to come online. So in terms of farm, that DK Monkey King is slightly behind Tiny. Wanting that Blink Dagger to come pretty soon. Still 1k behind. So Pudge steeping in at bot. He is making he's keeping up with his levels though. That's one good thing. The Lina gets the haste rune. She already has a BOT up and running. I thought maybe she would prioritize the Yules first, but she's been getting those kills. And we see another kill by the Juggernaut in bot lane on the Rubik. Rubik, what was he doing alone over there? They have smoked out over the DK and the Tiny. Maybe they're going to bait the Jakiro for that Lina over there. But Lina realizing there is something up. Maybe they might make their way onto that Venomancer, it looks like. No, they're wanting to come back. The Ice Path onto the Lina, but Lina missing out. She uses the Laguna Blade, but she needs to run away back. She's using that haste, but she's going to get cornered by 3 people. That was a bad move coming in by Lina. And Shadow Shaman comes in from behind. Pudge also makes his way with that Dismember. They drop the wards. They catch 2 people in that ward. But DK being so tanky with that Tiny, nothing happens over here. The Shackle onto the DK, but Shadow Shaman so low. Venomancer dropping the ultimate as well. The Avalanche Toss coming in by that Tiny, but status quo met the Pudge hook, getting that kill on that Tiny. And finally Monkey King coming into action, gets that kill onto the Venomancer. Does not have to use the Wukong's command yet. He hasn't skilled the Wukong's command though. And the hooks being thrown everywhere by that Pudge. 3k net worth lead, but you can see the big difference in the kills, 20 to 12. Lina. She has her Yule Scepter up and running, just needs to get it. A beautiful hook stolen. You can see 2 hooks coming in. Rubik with that kill with her hook, but Pudge gets the return hook onto that Rubik, gets that kill. Does he have the Dismember? No. 17 seconds, does not have the mana. Venomancer also comes in with that slow. The Wukong's command finally being used by the Monkey King. And they get that kill onto the Pudge. So 2 for 2 trade. And let's see at mid. Lina's waiting. She lands the stun onto the DK, but she knows that DK is so tanky. She can't do all of that on her by herself. DK coming in and stunning that Lina and just running back. So late game Monkey King is a real pain, especially once he gets those damage items up and that Wukong's command. The Jingu Mastery coupled up with that Wukong's command is a real pain to any carry. Juggernaut pinging out the top tower. They want to take some objectives over there. The ice path being casually thrown just to push people away. Monkey King. The dire side really needs to take some objectives by taking some towers over there. And Jakiro dropping down that ultimate, and Jakiro is going to TP out as well. The macro fire being used. The macro fire is 60-second cooldown. Tiny. You see Tiny roaming around like a headless chicken. He wants that blink. He's finally got that blink, but Tiny really needs to start farming as well instead of roaming around just like that. They need some map control. They need some wards. I don't see any wards coming in from the dire side though. The Pudge trying to make some plays happen. They are pinging out on the DK. They know people at mid. They want that mid tower as well. And is Pudge going to make that play? That's the question. Lina. Monkey King spots the Lina and the Venomancer. Now they know that people are on top. And that slow coming in onto the Jakiro. Avalanche toss by Tiny on the Venomancer. Is Venomancer going to take the fall? But no, but Venomancer drops the ultimate onto 3 people. Rubik steals that ultimate, but it does not land on anyone over there. Venomancer should be able to get 2 kills. And they drop the Serpent Ward. They get the mid tower as well. So that was an ultimate wasted by the Rubik though. It did not land on a single person. Lina. She'll want to land that stun, but the avalanche toss onto that Lina. Beautiful hook coming in by Pudge. And now they're going to trade the Tiny as well. Tiny's going to take a fall because the Shackle comes in. And that's another kill secured. Team Secret really playing their hearts out in this grand finals. Game number 1. Monkey King lands the stun, but the the Hex being used by the Shadow Shaman. And now the Shackle coming in. Pudge, he sees the DK. I think they should tuck their tails and run. He uses the Dismember, but he knows that Lina's there for the Light Strike array. Now he can also use the Laguna Blade onto the DK. Is he going to use the Laguna Blade though? Does he have it? Yes, he does. But I don't think it is that required though. 3 people down.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has crumbled to the dust from which it came. It's the fate of us all.
Fortune's changed.
Invisibility.
Look, the Dire's top tower is under attack. Look, the Dire's top tower is under attack.
And we are back into this gang. Sorry for the technical delay. The Shackle coming in onto the DK. Monkey with the Wukong command and the stun over there. But Pudge gets that kill. Now they're chasing the DK and the Monkey King. Pudge gets another kill on that Rubik. Pudge playing his heart out. Gets the Dismember. However, the Yule Scepter being used on that Monkey King. And he gets an ultra kill for that Pudge. It's really a disaster. Some beautiful plays coming out by that Pudge. You can see Pudge is at level 18 and the mid solo Lina is at level 16. This shows that what level that Pudge has been playing. A 4th position support. They are going high ground into that tier 3 tower. The Lena has her Agnums as well. They've taken tier 3 towers. Should be able to secure to the macro fire being dropped. Spin being stolen by that Rubik. But they're all going to just TP out. They don't want to take that risk. A lot of ultimates are still need to be reset. The Laguna's come back. The Venomancer ulti is still on 34 seconds. The Poison Nova is going to take 34 seconds. Pudge has to dismember though. And Shadow Shaman, Serpent Wards, another 18 seconds and they'll be back. Rinse and repeat is going to happen pretty soon. The only thing is Juggernaut is still not there. He's gone for the Maelstrom build. That's quite unusual. DK. DK is gone full tank support. He's gone for the Hood of Defiance. That means no damage coming in for that DK. Monkey King is going to be the only damage dealer, but Monkey King, has he gone for damage items? Yes, he's gone for that Maelstrom. And Tiny with that Hour Toss, he's also going for the Agnums. This time they recognize that and go for that Roshan. I don't think Khans really needs to drop that Serpent Wards over there unless the fight is going to happen in the Roshan pit. Ping's happening, let's follow Pudge. Pudge wants the kill, he's hungry for that. You can see Pudge, he's already at 3.6k health. Just with the phase boots. And that 4-star with that Spirit Vessel. Juggernaut picking the Aegis of Immortal. The smoke coming in, we can see a smoke gang from the opposition, the Dire team. They're trying to recognize, they see the Juggernaut. Juggernaut is going to lose his Aegis over here. Is his team going to come to save him? That's the question. Pudge comes in quickly. The Ice Path's already dropped. The Wukong's command as well. The beautiful hook coming in from Pudge over there with that Dismember is going to secure that kill on that Tiny. The Omni Slash also being used. They get the kill on the Jakiro. DK also takes a fall. And Monkey King is going to tuck his tail and run, but he gets used. That Light Strike array hits him as well. Some beautiful, beautiful plays coming in by Team Secret. 17k net worth lead, and this pretty much looks as if it's over, but you never know. You can't say anything until the Fat Lady sings, and the Fat Lady hasn't sung yet. But right now we see the Fat Pudge. He is pretty much singing for his team.
More fuel for my fire.
And Rubik is going to secure those bounty runes. The Shackle coming in. Pudge is going to pretty much make his way over here and try and get, is he going to land the hook? Is that hook coming in? No. But Rubik uses the Glimmer's Cape. Do they have the dust? He's just going to TP out though from here. He doesn't have the TP though. Another 20 seconds, but they've left him. Team Secret has so much control of the map. Let's follow this Pudge. Some really good players need to come up from the Dire side, otherwise this comeback is not going to be possible. Tiny, I think the Radiant team has spotted people over there. Pudge with that hook tries to land, and they have a ward over there. They wanted to take that fight, but the hook does not land. They are going to disengage. You can see the Juggernaut trying to finish that rune off, and everyone else is just falling behind. They're so scared of the Radiant team right now and that Pudge. And Pudge is chasing people away. For me, the MVP of this game is that Pudge, man. Level 19, level 20 as a 4th position support. I mean, hats off to you, Seb. Oh, that hook almost hitting that Rubik. And are they going to push high ground? That's the question. The Yule Scepter being used onto the Jakiro. They put this low as well, but they're not going to be able to secure that kill. Another hook being thrown out by that Pudge. Juggernaut. He's wanting to intercept, but he's directly hitting the tower over here. And maybe some fights going to take place over the Avalanche toss coming in with the Ice Path not connecting on anyone. The Dragon Slayer with the Poison Nova being used by the Venomancer. Wukong's command being dropped out. So much damage, so many spells. Serpent Wards as well has been dropped, but you can see the Dire is losing so much health. But the buyback also coming in from Jakiro. 4 people already dropped for 1. The buyback coming in by Rubik. Jakiro dies with the buyback as well. And the GG has been called in the first game. So we see Team Secret taking game number 1 with some amazing plays coming in by that Pudge. MVP hands down for that Pudge. Team Secret taking game number 1. We shall be back shortly with game number 2. Don't go away, guys. Some beautiful action we saw in game number 1, and hopefully we see that in game number 2. We want this to go to game number 3, so let's all pray for Team Momo to go take that rest, come back with that, strategize and come back well. This tournament is brought to you by title sponsors Alienware, powered by Logitech G, associate sponsors Next Wave Multimedia and Kaspersky, GPU partner Galax, energy drink partner Monster Energy, and our cafe partner in Pune is Havok Nation. Stay tuned, don't go away.
Can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been keeping myself so busy, pushing out the misery, trying to find the peace in me. I wanna be, I wanna find myself, but again, it's always a phase. I wanted to stay, no you don't understand. I've been losing myself,
So purely, I'm pushing myself to the edge, not letting go away. Been testing myself by the worst. I've been pushing my mind to the most. I've been loving the people around me, but I'm so paranoid, yeah.
hesitate. I I gotta tell you, but I wanna wait. Never thought that feelings could disappear. Why the sorry never feel sincere? But you gotta hear my desires. They faded fast and then we tripped the wire. Too many times I told you I believed. I believe there is nothing left for me, left to see. It's impossible, I can't seem to let you go. I try to reach you. It's so difficult, I can't seem to let you know. I'm sorry, baby, gonna have to let you down. Gonna have to let you down. Gonna have to let you down. Out of love, how could I know we'd never be enough? We're always standing too far in between. Need to rearrange me. It's impossible, I can't seem to let you go. I try to reach you. It's so difficult, I can't seem to let you know. Gonna have to let you down. Gonna have to let you I'm sorry, baby, gonna have to let you down. I'm sorry, baby, gonna have to let you down. 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 I'm sorry, baby, gonna have to let you down. Gonna have to let you down. Gonna have to let you down. Baby, you let me in, then you push me out. Now I'm falling down, I'm falling down. You and your crazy love, you make me weak. Baby, I'm falling down, I'm falling down. Let's run away, run away, run away, run from across the room. Those eyes kept following me. Something popped in my brain. Oh, baby, only you I see. Feels like I'm going insane, and only you can save me. Feels like I'm drowning in ocean's blue. Baby, come on, baby, baby, come on, let's go. I'm losing control of the lights in this space. Keep jumping around, all I see is your face. But you're moving closer, no time to escape. Your hand on my shoulder shifts me into space, and I can't deny how badly I need you now. 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 You take away my breath now, boy. Don't you dare steal my heart now, boy. I know you're something that I'll enjoy. Move a little bit closer now, to some place where there ain't no crowds. I wanna get to know you right here and now. I got trapped in your touch the moment you took my hand. Led me all the way to the ocean sand. You told me don't worry as the moonlight gled. I pulled you in close, whispered I'm not scared. I'm losing control, the lights in this space. Keep jumping around, all I see is your face. But you're moving closer, no time to escape. Your hand on my shoulder shoots me into space, and I can't deny how badly I need you now. I need you now.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the ILG Cup Season 3 Dota 2 Minor. This tournament is brought to you by title sponsors Alienware, powered by Logitech G, associate sponsors Next Wave Multimedia and Kaspersky, GPU partners Galax, energy drink partners Monster Energy, and our cafe partner in Pune is Havok Nation. We are into the second match of the grand finals, where in the first game, Team Secret took the first game in amazing fashion. That beautiful punch play coming in, and let's see what they have in store. The game number 2 is already looking so exciting because I see a face that I wanted to see, that is Mars, and Team Momo picking up the Mars with the Winter Vermin, while Team Secret pick up the Wraith King and the Lich. Team Momo, they ban out the Sand King, the Earth Spirit, the Ancient Apparition, and the Broodmother, while Team Secret ban out the Centaur, the Sladar. They ban out so tanky heroes, the Bristleback, and the Monkey King. But I'm so excited to see Mars and cast a game of Mars. The Lifestealer being banned out by Team Momo. But over here is obviously going to be a 4th position Mars. I don't think it's going to be a carry or a mid Mars over here. The main thing is that arena. Once that level 6 is up on Mars, so many things, so many team fights can be played. Spectre still open, so that, Spectre coupled up with Mars is an amazing combo. Rubik being picked up by Team Secret. So it looks like this is going to be a carry Wraith King. So Lich, Rubik, Wraith King. Maybe they picked up Wraith King as a, counter to Mars, that 2 lives he has. But the anti-mage is still open, and Team Momo can go for the anti-mage. Anti-mage is also a very good pick to play against that Wraith King. If Wraith King does not have mana, unless Wraith King gets the talent where he does not require mana for the reincarnation. But till then, even a Refusal Blade works, so... But then Anti-Mage is actually quite a good pick for Team Momo, because into that Mars ultimate with Winter Vermin, coupled up with Winter Vermin, they can all... If Mars catches everyone in the arena and Winter Vermin lands that ultimate on the carry, that can be devastating, because everyone will be aiming that carry and killing. The Earthshaker being picked up by Team Momo. This looks like an off-lane Earthshaker. I hope everyone's finished their lunch and come back for this game number 2. Exciting grand finals of the ILG Cup Season 3 Pune Minor happening at Havok Nation in Pune.
5 seconds remaining.
Team Secret put up an amazing show in game number 1, and they took those semi-mid heroes where the game would go like mid-game. You need to finish that game early before they go into that late game, because Team Momo had quite good late game heroes in that Monkey King, Tiny. However, Team Secret didn't let that happen, quickly finished the game up, and they did it in style with that Pudge.
Radiant team pick.
And the anti-mage being picked up by Team Secret. Now this is quite interesting, but this makes Team Secret lineup very greedy, because they aren't going to be that online early game. They're going to be a bit passive, while on the other hand, Team Momos is a more fight-oriented strategy, fight-oriented team, and they're going to take those early
10
fights.
seconds remaining.
So
5 seconds. You're capped this close.
now let's see. I don't know if Team Secret, just to deny Team Momo of that anti-mage, they picked it themselves, or was this intentional? But yeah, I must say, quite a greedy lineup coming in from Team Secret for game number 2. They already know they're one map up, so maybe they want to experiment something a bit with and see if this works out for them.
Dire team bad.
And the Viper. I'm really liking how Team Momo's draft is coming up, is forming over there. Viper is going to go mid. That hero with that break is really, really toxic for the opponents. And that Nether Toxin as well. Good hero, good mid hero to be picked up in the form of Viper. But I'm still trying to see where is Team Momo's late game. What carry are they going to pick? Are they going to go for that Medusa? Are they going to go for the Naga Siren? They can actually go for that Naga Siren.
Seconds remaining.
They have so many options to go for that late game carry. Though the Juggernaut is banned, Spectre is still available. But I don't know how viable would Spectre be in this game.
Radiant team pick.
Team Momo banning out the Ember Spirit, someone who would really cause them a lot of pain if there was an Ember mid solo. But again, Tinker's also still there. But if they pick up Tinker, it's going to be so greedy because they have 3 heroes that require some farm and who will be pushing lanes.
10 seconds
And
remaining.
then it's going to hurt anti-mage if they pick the Tinker. So I don't think they would want to go for that
5
Tinker then.
seconds remaining.
Maybe they would. They need a hero to play at mid against that Viper. Maybe someone like a Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger could work as well. I don't know if Lina is that good of an option against Viper, but yeah, she can burst the Viper down quickly.
Dire team pick.
They go for that Phantom Lancer. I'm seeing Phantom Lancer after so long, especially in this meta. It was just like Phantom Lancer died away, but finally we get to see another game of Phantom Lancer, Phantom Cancer, if I must say.
10 seconds remaining.
So yeah, that Mars. So the combo for Team Momo I see is the Mars Arena into the Winter Vermin's ulti into Earthshaker, Echo, Slam, and Viper puts the break spell over there as well. They go for the Leshrac Team Secret. Okay, this is going to be a very interesting and fun game. My heart says Team Secret, but the draft says Team Momo. I want Team Momo to win the second game to make it to the third game, so that this becomes a very interesting series, nail-biting finish. But let's see. Though my heart wants Team Secret to win. Let me quickly introduce you the teams for you. In Team Momo, Gyu Tomioka playing Mars. How about that playing the Winter Vermin? TY My Fans playing the Earthshaker, Windwalker playing Viper, and ASL playing the Phantom Lancer. And for Team Secret in the Dire, Lost Percentage playing Wraith King, Khans playing Lich, Seb playing the Rubik, 1x2 playing the Anti-Mage, and Error playing the Leshrac. So his Rubik's got 8 out of 8 MVPs in the last 20 games. That's quite a good record. So let's look at mid. The Leshrac, where is he going? He should be going mid. So it's going to be a Leshrac against the Viper. Leshrac is going to have a little tough time against that Viper in lane, but he should be able to spam with that Earth split Earth and
You know what's cooking? Boom!
Lightning Storm.
Ding, 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 mother...
Patience from Zoe.
They're all pinging to see if people are around. They are pushing the anti-mage away. However, on the other hand, you see Rubik and all, they are chasing the Phantom Lance away. They get the pull onto the Phantom Lancer. The stun also coming in. Lich with that slow. This should be the first blood onto that Phantom Lancer. But Viper with that Nether Toxin. But first blood, Rubik draws first blood.
What is this? I came here to be tested.
Not bad, Anti-Mage picks up another rune as well over there. So they should be able to secure 3 runes over here. You can see quickly the changes happening in the lane. We can see Phantom Lancer has come bot to contest against the Wraith King. So it's a 2-on-2 situation where the Earthshaker is there with Mars. And let's see what's happening at mid. Maybe they want to make their way onto that Viper. Is he going to be able to land that telekinesis? No, he's not. Leshrac might take a fall over here. Leshrac really needs to be careful. But maybe he's baiting the Rubik, but no, Rubik's gone back. On the other hand, on top, it's still a stalemate. Anti-Mage trying to get his farm over there. Seeing the last hits and denies. So everyone pretty much just farming their hearts out. Leshrac, is he going to be able to take this kill onto the Viper? That's my next question. One split earth. Is he going to be able to land the split earth? One more shot and he does get that kill.
Reduced to your elements.
The Sphere of Mars with that rebuke. So he's skilled Rebuke and Sphere. The Arena of Blood will be skilled at level 6. That Rebuke being used. The Rebuke does so much damage. You can see Anti-Mage already brought down to so low points of health. Are they going to go for the Earthshaker? No. They could have. Earthshaker didn't have that much mana anyways. So the Viper versus Leshrac fight is still on at mid to see who's the better and more superior player. A lot of rotations happening. The Earthshaker roaming in, trying to go at mid, maybe trying to get that kill on the Leshrac, but now quickly falls back towards Mars. He knows that there's an anti-mage over there who's trying to get his farm up. Gets the fissure block, but that blinks. He also uses the sphere. Does he have the blink? Yes, he has the blink available. Uses the rebuke as well. The fissure coming in on the anti-mage. The sphere also being used on him, but to no avail. Mars is going to take a fall instead. Lich gets that kill onto Mars. And at mid, Leshrac is trying to kill the Viper again. Viper might take a fall. Yes, he does. That lightning. The lightning storm secures the kill. Though it should be an easier lane for the Viper, but Leshrac has not made it very easy. You can see the action happening in bot. with some action happening on top as well. The Lich getting a kill on the Earth Shaker. They're already 5-0 up right now. They want to make their way onto the Mars, and Mars also taking so much damage, especially from that Lich. He's lost a lot of mana. The Rebuke also being used on the Anti-Mage, but in to pick up the runes and the fissure block on the Rubik coming in by the Earthshaker.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They are making their way. Already fights happening onto the Wraith King with that fissure as well. The Winter Vermin uses the heal on himself, but Rubik, is he going to be able to secure that kill? No, he doesn't. And Rubik is surviving still. He is the survivor. They take the Wraith King, but the Winter Vermin takes a fall.
Earthshaker first.
Let's see what action is happening on top. Mars is literally being brought down to 200 points of health by that anti-mage with the help of Lich. Really harassing hero over there, but the Leshrac is trying to pick up his life after the mishaps happening at mid. But he did get some kills over the Viper, so that is one positive outcome. Let's see if there's any action happening at bot.
Invisibility.
So bot lane, pretty much the same things happening. Phantom Lancer versus that Wraith King. This game is going to be. So the Winter Vermin. Leshrac gets another kill. And Winter Vermin saves himself with that Splinter Blast and the Cold Embrace. Leshrac, he goes top, gets that kill, is trying to get the BOT up and running. Action happening at bot, the Fissure coming in, but they get the kill on the Winter Vermin. Are they going to get the kill on the Rubik? Yes, they do. And the Wraith King really needs to run because he's still at level 5, he's still not level 6. The Earthshaker making way for him. They're all chasing him over there. The Phantom Lancer finally is able to use his first spell. Gets the Spirit Lance, but Wraith King is going to take a fall.
Consider thyself purified. Killing spree. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Illusion. Radiant structures, they're fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And we're back into this game. Lich TPing quickly mid to try and secure that kill. The telekinesis on that Viper, but Viper uses spell break. And Viper should take a fall. Leshrac, so much damage, but that Arctic burn is finally going to take him down. Let's look at the item progress coming in. We see Mars, he has a soul ring 9 minutes into this game, and Viper, he is very close to his mechans, just needs the recipe. Leshrak is making the rotations coming up. They want to get the kill, they get the kill on the Earthshaker over there, but now this time they're going on for the Mars. Mars has his ultimate ready, but he should not waste it over there. Leshrak just uses the ultimate, so much damage coming in from that Pulse Nova, and that really didn't matter for him though.
Tied to the impurities. Not for you. Your four returns from whence it
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well done.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's been fortificated. Don't waste your time. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Boy, Radiant's bottom tower is fallen.
And the arena being used finally over here, but he does take a fall. The Winter Vermin uses the ultimate and they are able to get that Lich kill over there, but that was very unfortunate. Now they're chasing the Winter Vermin, the stun coming in by the Wraith King. And the Telekinesis also should come in pretty, but they don't need that because of the Pulse Nova. Like I said, Leshrak is the hero that does the maximum DPS damage in Dota 2. So you have to be careful of a hero like Leshrak.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant forts have been fortified.
So this time the anti-mage is trying to go on to the Phantom Lancer, and they are making the way onto the Lich. They should get the kill on that Lich over there, but Phantom Lancer, the Cold Embrace being used onto him, and Phantom Lancer still surviving, but finally takes a fall. The ultimate being used on that Winter Vermin by the Rubik. Rubik steals his ultimate and gets that kill.
Yes. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And there's fights happening everywhere again at mid. But this time the Viper's able to get that.
Radiant's bottom
Rubik just comes, use the Fate Bolt and gets
Radiant's middle tower is
that kill.
grabbing. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. For the treasury.
Earthshaker, is he very close to his blink? No, he's quite far. We are 15 minutes into this game. Earthshaker really needs to prioritize that blink so he can get that Echo Slam on time. Viper. He finished the mechans and he's going for the Drum of Endurance. Let's see what the Winter Vermin is going to do. They're Rubik playing so aggressively. And we already see 11k net worth advantage for the Dire side. In terms of the draft, I thought, things might just work out for the Radiant team. But 11k net worth advantage is just 16 minutes off this game. The anti-mage, he finishes his Battle Fury though, so you can't still count them out. Things might just turn around. Because the anti-mage is pretty known for its farming. And the anti-mage already in the Dire side leading the game so heavily. Already 26-11 with a 12k net worth advantage. And once anti-mage has this, he's just going to spike in his net worth.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Rubik. Let's see what he stole from the Viper. Leshrak is able to clean this creep wave in hardly 2 seconds.
They're all dead! Lakad mo to!
Radiant's middle tower is taking a drubbing.
So let's check what the Phantom Lancer has. Phantom Lancer has gone for the hood first, but really needs to go for that damage items as well. He's going for the Diffusal Blade, sitting at level 11. They're all grouping up at mid. They're gone on top. The arena is also being used. A beautiful Echo Slam coming in by that Earthshaker. But that Chain Frost being used. And they get the 2 kills on that Mars and Earthshaker. It definitely is a disaster. And it did not work out for the Radiant team. They got a perfect Arena of Valor. But then the Earthshaker also gets an amazing Echo Slam. I don't know how does it go south from there. The anti-mage with that Battle Fury trying to get that Manza up quickly. The Split Earth coming in onto the Winter Vermin. Winter Vermin doesn't die though. Cold embraces herself. So much damage being dealt on that Viper with that stun from that Split Earth. Also this time the Sphere of Mars being used on the Leshrak, but Leshrak survives, runs away from there. The Split Earth being used on the Mars as well, and 4 people down, 17k net worth lead. And right now it looks like the Dire is just toying around with the Radiant team.
Radiant's Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Anti-Mage pretty much extending his lead in that farm. He's finished his Manta already. He's at a 12k net worth lead. On the other hand, Phantom Lancer finding it a little difficult to get and control that farm. He's trying to finish the Diffusal Blade over there.
Radiant's middle tower ain't radiating no more. I'll vouch for that, you know what I mean?
Now, are they going to make their way up high ground? That's the next question. They've been trying so hard to go into high ground, but they're all grouping up towards the top. So it looks like there's going to be a massive fight setting up over here. They have smoked up, but the smoke already being broken. And the beautiful Fisher with that arena and that Echo Slam stole all that Wombo coming in, but Leshrac doing so much damage. The Split Earth and the Nova. Stolen Rubik Epicenter. Stolen Rubik Echo Slam coming in over there. And they turn things around. Just the Lich, the only casualty over there. The Spear of Mars coming in, but Leshrac uses himself. The Rebuke coming in as well. 4 people down, 5 people down, but the Winter Vermin with that buyback. I don't know what Winter Vermin will do alone. And Winter Vermin takes a fall as well. Anti-Mage has gone up with his farm so much. I don't know how the Radiant team is going to make a comeback over here. That is definitely one set of racks. This clearly looks like Team Secret are going to close this out in 2 games. Team that comes first gets 17,000 rupees. The team that comes second gets 8,000 rupees. And also the 2 teams make their way. And that Wraith King, his reincarnation being used over there. Beautiful Lich ultimate also from that Chain Frost. And Rubik. So Seb has played 2 amazing games, one with that Rubik and the second with that Punch. The GG also being called. So we definitely have our winner over here for the first ILG Cup Season 3 Minor in Dota. That's going to be Team Secret. Congratulations to them. They win 17,000 rupees. They also secure a spot in the qualifiers for the major. It has been an amazing tournament for Havok Nation in Pune. We saw some amazing plays coming in yesterday, and we had an amazing grand finals because Team Secret put up a beautiful show. For me, hands down, the MVP of this tournament is Seb from Team Secret, with those amazing plays coming in from Rubik and that Pudge, the amazing spells that he steals. It was just an amazing display coming in by Team Secret. I would love to watch them in the major qualifiers as well. This tournament is brought to you by title sponsors Alienware powered by Logitech G, associate sponsors Next Wave Multimedia and Kaspersky, GPU partners Galax, energy drink partner Monster Energy, cafe partner Havok Nation for Pune for this minor. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in to watch this stream and witness such amazing Dota 2. Don't go anywhere. We have another stream running, which is our CSGO stream, which is the CSGO minor happening in Bangalore. The semi-finals is underway. So if you're enjoying and having such amazing time watching the ILG Cup, please go tune into our CSGO stream and support the teams over there. Thanks so much for tuning in. We will see you next week with the next Dota 2 minor. Thank you so much. Have a lovely weekend.
I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I just need feet and pulled into the fading tide. Come and save me, take me away, far from this place. Waves are crashing over my heart. I can't stop this feeling. I will be recovered before light from the winter sky. The moon is beginning to bring the tide, and all this time I've been trying to heal.
most. I've been loving the people around me, but so paranoid, yeah.